Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutre Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitidamine. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Desatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukham Karoti Vacharam Pangum Nangate Girim Yakupatam Ham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarine. Hare Krishna. So today we'll see verse number 13 of chapter 11 Vishwarupa Darshan. So here we are into the shlokas where Sanjay is explaining to Dhritarashtra about the situation of the battlefield. After our Krishna said that I will give you divine eyes, what happened? He's explaining to Dhritarashtra. So he explained yesterday that after giving the eyes, Krishna showed his universal form, and Arjuna saw many mouths, many hands, many visions, and it was everything was wonderful. And then he explained the situation, like the brightness of the form. Yes, hundreds or thousands of sun. That is the explanation used, because he was not able to explain how much bright it is. So now Sanjay will explain what Arjuna sees and what's Arjuna's situation. But that's what happening. Let us see this shloka. Tatraikastam jagat krishnam.
Tatraikastham jagat krishnam
Pravibhaktam anekada.
pravibhaktam anekadha
Apashya deva devasya.
apasya deva devasya
Sharire pandavastata tada.
sarire pandavastada
Tatraikastam jagat krishnam.
tatraikastham jagat krishnam
Pravibhaktam anekada.
pravibhaktam anekadha
Pashya devasya.
apasya deva devasya
Sharire pandavas tada.
sarire pandavastada
Please chant this sloka.
tatraikastham jagat krishnam pravivaktam anekadha apasya deva devasya sarire pandavastada
Tatraikastam jagat krishnam prabhibhaktam anekada apasyatdeva devasya sarire pandavastada.
So, translation and purport. At that time, Arjuna could see in the universal form of the Lord the unlimited expansions of universe situated in one place, although divided into many thousands. But the word tatra there is very significant. It indicates that both Arjuna and Krishna were sitting on chariot when Arjuna saw the universal form. Others on the battlefield could not see this form because Krishna gave the vision only to Arjuna. Arjuna could see the body of Krishna, many thousands of planets. As we learn from Vedic scripture, there are many universes and many planets. Some of them are made of earth, some are made of gold, some are made of jewels. Some are very great, some are not so great, etc. Sitting on his chariot, Arjuna could see all this, but no one could understand what was going on between Krishna and Arjuna and Krishna. So this is the picture, and this is the view from a distance. So because Tatra means he is telling that in that place. So which place? Where Arjuna and Krishna are situated. So he's first he told that the brightness of this universal form is as good as thousands of hundreds of sun. And then, so he's explaining the overall view of the battlefield. And then he said that there on the battlefield, on the Ratha or the chariot, Arjuna saw the universal form. So universal form actually means it covers all the universes, not only this universe, right? So whatever the material um, expansion or creation, it is covering everything because it's an unlimited expansions of universes. So it's not talking about our only one universe, it's talking about all the universes. So Arjuna could see all the universes were at one place, ekasthanam, at one place, in one vision, he could see whole the universes. And uh, so unlimited expansions means we can say like unlimited light, brightness, unlimited expansions. Arjuna could see in one vision because he has the Divya Drishti. Krishna gave him the Divya Drishti by which he can see this. Nobody else had that. So uh, uh, all the others on the battlefield didn't understand what's going on between these two. Sanjay understood because he had that special boon and from Vyasdev, and Dhritarashtra was hearing based on Sanjay's commentary. But others were not able to understand what is going on. And that one form covers everything. That is why it is called the universal form. So whatever the material extension, everything is in it. So sometime back, Krishna told that you will see unlimited number of mouths, eyes, hands, and also the universes, everything in one vision. So we can just imagine because we don't have vision and we don't have our mind's capacity is also very limited. But we can imagine how that form, if something like this comes in front of us, we cannot describe it, or we cannot also understand it, what's happening, what is all this thing. So that is what Sanjay is telling, that at one place there, Arjuna saw everything. And he calls him Pandavas. So because Arjuna, he could have addressed Arjuna, but he is using the word Pandavas because for Dhritarashtra, Arjuna or Yudhishthir or Bhim, Nakul, Sahdev, they are Pandavas, they are sons of Pandu because they are already on the battlefield, where Dhritarashtra's sons as Kauravas are going to fight with Pandava's son, sorry, Pandu's son, Pandava. So at this stage, in the first sloka only, when Dhritarashtra asks, Kim Kuru, so when they assembled on the battlefield, what did my sons and sons of Pandu do? So when he asked this question, he has already defined a clear line that my sons are Dhritarashtra, sorry, Duryodhan and his parties, and Pandu's son, they are the enemies. So in his mind, he has already created that separation, that though he is their uncle, now at the battlefield, he has taken Kaurava's side. And so here he calls him Pandava. So Sanjay also uses the Pandava. The Arjuna saw this thing. This Krishnam word is also comes in several places, and the meaning is complete or full. So everything that is possible to be seen about the universes was seen in one place. So it's one place means in the body of that universal form. So something may be on the leg, something may represent his hand, something may represent his stomach, but in the different ways. And Srila Prabhupada writes that he saw all the universes because now, so Srila Prabhupada gives more details about the planets, right? How they are made. Some are made up of gold, some are made up of stone, jewels. So our planet is made of earth, right? But other planets are not same. That's why when we then the scientists talk about Mars, right? They say it's made up of earth, which is gross and which is like what we have in our planet. So that's why everybody is now going to Mars to check what's there, because they think that because it's quite similar to Earth. But the other planets, the scientists also say that they are made up of something different. Something is made up of gas only. Some are made up of some different materials, stones. So every planet is made up of something different. Uh, so now our scientists also, by some telescope or some spaceships, they are also understanding this. So Srila Prabhupada writes the same thing, that every planet and universe is made up of different content, and Arjuna was able to see everything in one place. So this is a um, important junction of this chapter, where Sanjay explained Arjuna saw that Arjuna is seeing the universal form, and now Arjuna, uh, we have to see what is Arjuna's reaction, because we can only imagine such a form, but Arjuna actually saw it, and what Arjuna felt after all these things, because he requested to see this form, and Krishna gave him the vision, which is actually is reduced consciousness, because Arjuna is used to be with Krishna in his two-armed form, his friend, his closed friend, best friend, his guru also. And he has not accepted Krishna in this universal form. He has accepted Krishna in the simple human-like form, and he loved that form as friend of Krishna. So he was in that consciousness, and his mind is not changed. We discussed this, that only vision was given. His mind is not changed. His mind is still thinking of Krishna in his two-hand form. But now he is seeing something different, that oh, this is also Krishna. Right? So in this situation, what Arjuna says is very important. So from the next verse, actually this is description of Arjuna's situation by Sanjay, and then Arjuna starts speaking to this universal form, in speaking to Krishna in the universal form. So we'll see this dialogue of Krishna and Arjuna and Sanjay. We'll continue to see from tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Comments? Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for joining. And I think from yesterday, Durga Puja started. Right? So Durga Mata is also the protector of this world. And I think India, in here also, many devotees have started doing the puja. So we can talk something on Durga Mata maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow.